guys, welcome to my channel where I share easy and affordable beauty tutorials. I'm Taylor and today I'm going to be doing my makeup. I think today I want to go for more of a kind of everyday natural glam, something a little bit more than neutral natural glam, but I really want to share how I've been color correcting my skin. I used to have really bad discoloration around my mouth, under my eyes, and then kind of on this side too. I've been working on that with my skincare routine, but I still have problem areas that I have to work on. So I just want to share with you guys, if anyone is like me, how I kind of took my makeup to the next level, beginning with color correcting. I felt like I had all the steps down. I had my true shades down. It was just something was always off and kind of missing. And once I started color correcting my skin properly, it's like I went to the next level. My skin is honestly kind of combination. It's not really too dry. It's not really, what do you call it? Oily. I'm not really dry or oily, but if I had to pick one, I would pick dry. So I do start off, of course, doing my skincare routine. I recently found a really good routine for my skin that works, and then I'll just put on some sunscreen and then I'll start to color correct. I don't always use primer, but when I do use primer, I do still use the Smashbox primer. That's one of my favorites, love it. So the products that I use are the NYX Pro Fix Sticks, and I use 2 colors. It's usually really hard for me to find like my perfect shade of anything because I have so many colors and skin like tones on my face and body that I never can find like that perfect shade. I have to mix and kind of create something for myself. So I'm used to mixing things, but I didn't used to mix color correctors. I used to just go for the orangey or red tones because I'm brown or darker skin. So I just thought that's what I needed to use, and it never really was working for me the way it should have. And now I mix the 2, which I have here apricot, which is more on the side of that red orange tone, but I mix it here with this dark peach. So the consistency of the Pro Fix Stick is really creamy. It's really easy to use. I use it straight out of the tube it comes in, and I'm just gonna put it on the areas lightly, just tapping it on the areas that I need it. So up under my eyes, around my mouth. And I try not to use too much because of course I'm gonna blend it out. So to blend this out, I use a brush just like this. It's kind of like a concealer brush, and I just lightly tap it, very lightly tap it. After I blend out the apricot, then I put the dark peach right on top of it. The dark peach is just too light for me, but the apricot is just too orange. So mixing the 2 gives me the perfect shade, and I put it right on top of where I put the apricot color on. Now that I'm all blended out and none of the tones are too harsh or sharp, I'm gonna set where I color corrected with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Put the translucent powder all over my face. And that is literally how I've been color correcting for a flawless base, super skin-like finish. Now I'm just gonna contour. I like to use the Fenty Beauty Stick to contour in the shade Espresso. This is a little bit thicker. It's not as creamy as the Pro Fix Sticks, but it's a little bit thicker. It's still like the same kind of consistency. So this is my new favorite way to contour. I've tried so many different ways to contour my face and just to look a little slimmer, but not too deep in like my cheeks, but I still wanted something to kind of like snatch my face and sculpt it, and this has been my favorite way to do it so far. And my nose always used to trick me up. My nose is a little bit slimmer, so I think I used to over contour it, and now just adding the contour here and right at the tip has been really nice. So I'm gonna blend that out with a fan brush. I saw someone use a fan brush to contour. I can't remember who. I watched so many tutorials and videos, but I've never looked back ever since I tried it. It keeps the product right in that space that you put it. It gives you more of a precise and snatched contour when you keep the contour in this straight line instead of blending it all over your cheeks. I blend it straight up right into the cheek to keep that line really precise. It still kind of spreads out, but not as much. So I didn't blend this out completely. I like to do, I think it's called underpainting. So I'm not too worried about blending it out completely anymore. I just blend it out a little bit so it doesn't look too crazy. But you can see the difference in the two sides. The product is still right in that line where I put it, which I love. So I'm gonna add my blush, and I like blush, but I don't like too much blush anymore. So I just do a little bit. This is the Buttermilk blush from NYX again. And this one is not creamy, it's more so like powdery. It's right in between, it's like powdery, creamy. You can honestly use this to set your blush, but I like to just use it all together because like I said, I don't really like blush that much anymore, but I still like to add the color in. I use the same brush that I use to blend out my color corrector. The shades are in the same family, so I just use the same brush. And I put it right above the contour, really more so like on the cheekbone, just up here. And I like to bring it like this, not really down. I feel like when I bring it down, it kind of messes with the contour, but when I put it here, it gives me like an extra, kind of like a youthful, more of a youthful look, I think. I usually don't even do too much eyeshadow, but I'm gonna do a little bit, just add color to my lids. I'm just gonna use just one shade. It's this brown shade out of the Juvia's Place, the Candy Shop palette. My last step before I add my foundation is my concealer. I just ran out of my favorite concealer, which is this Pat McGrath concealer. I usually will use the shades M19 or M21, but since I ran out of that, I am gonna use the MAC Studio Finish 24-hour concealer in the shade NC44. I guess I won't use too much since it's not my right shade. But while that dries down a little bit, just a little bit, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm just using a random pencil that I got from, I think, Marshall's. I used to have really bad creasing. Since I started using my finger and the way that I prep my face and do my color correcting now, I haven't had any creases. And now I'm going to set it right away with the one size powder here. It looks like this. And now I'm ready for my foundation. So my foundation shade is 114 Golden. To put it on my hand, I use a bigger concealer brush, but it's still a concealer brush, not quite a foundation brush. And I blend it out on my hand first and then put it on my skin so that I don't use too much foundation and look cakey. I still want to have that skin-like finish that I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna end off with my Studio Max NC43 foundation powder like this. And the same sponge that I use for my under eye, put that right under there again and press it in. Now I have to set everything else, so I'm using the Smashbox. I'm really out of it, I have none left. But I'm gonna set everything with that, with a fluffy brush, and just tap it in to everywhere to set all of that foundation that I used. And I forgot to say, with the foundation, I do not put right here. So I don't put the foundation where I put the concealer, but I bring them right up next to each other to kind of blend them together, but I never put foundation up under my eye. So this is the finished look. It's like a soft glam, but a little more, it's more than an everyday. I know I said everyday in the beginning, but it's just soft glam. This is my everyday makeup look for me at least. And I did add brown liner to my waterline, and then I used a brown liner for my lips. And this Duck Plump lip gloss, this little lip plumping in the color mauve out my way, mixed with this butter gloss in the color Fortune Cookie. And that's how it looks.